Let's dig a bit further into that lead story now. The protests in Ukraine against the government's decision to drop that trade and cooperation deal with the European Union. We can go to Dr. Michael Slobodchikoff. He's in Troy, Alabama. He's a lecturer in political science at Troy University. Very good to talk to you. Clearly, Russian influence and economic strength is a big factor here. It's not, I think, the only factor, is it?
It's not the only factor. The government of Ukraine also is worried about European influence of the European Union within its own domestic politics.
And how significant is that? How does that play in the dynamic?
Well, it plays in the dynamic in terms of the fact that Ukraine is very worried about charting its own course. It doesn't want to be told either from Russia or from the EU as to how it should conduct its own politics, and it doesn't want to release the former leader Tymoshenko from prison the way the EU has requested.
So is at least the higher echelons of the Ukrainian government in effect choosing Russia over the EU, or is there a finer line to walk here?
I think there's a finer line to walk. On the one hand, it seems clear that right now they've chosen Russia over the EU. However, Ukraine has really asked for there to be an open dialogue between both the EU and Russia to find a middle path. It wants to cooperate with both sides. It doesn't want to turn its back on either party. It wants to cooperate with both sides and try and get the spoils from both.
It's a warning here for the European Union as well, isn't it, as it tries to move into that area that Russia calls its near abroad.
Absolutely. Russia considers Ukraine and Moldova, certainly down the line, as being part of its near abroad. The closer, it's given up on the Baltic states, but the other former Soviet republics are certainly what it's considered the near abroad, and it doesn't like European interference within that area.
Just briefly, if you can, I mean, Ukraine as a country is not united on this, is it?
It's not united on this. In fact, Western Ukraine tends to lean more towards Europe. Eastern Ukraine leans more towards Russia. And so there's a very powerful dynamic going on with the citizens choosing one side or another.
Dr. Slobodchikoff, thank you very much.